My name is Sherman Witcher. I'm running for the state Senate seat of the 20th District of Virginia. My wife's name is Terry Witcher, and I have 5 kids and 8 grandkids, and I'm running for the state Senate seat.
So now what you have to do now basically is get the vote out on November 5th. How many people is it going to take to put you in the seat? And how do you go about getting them? There's a lot of people out there, I think, who don't vote.
Well, what I've looked at is 2 of us running, so we both got a 50-50 chance. So what I need to do is tilt the scales for my 50%. See, I went and checked the survey last time. It was 25% of the 100 that voted. So if we do the math on that, he hit the 25. Let's give him all the 25%. So we got 75% of the people out there that didn't vote. So what I need to do is energize those people, get them out of the house, and come out and let them know I am a vessel for their voice. And if you're willing to work, and we willing to work together, we can all get me elected, and then we'll go to Richmond. Because it won't be about me, it'll be about us. And we'll take our concerns to Richmond, and then we'll bring Richmond here to hear our concerns.
What do you think you have to say to these people before November 5th to make sure they actually get out to vote? You're going to go to meetings, churches, what?
Well, what I've been doing since November, I've been going to Strawberry festivals. I've been going to church Sunday meetings, Bible study meetings, parties that I see out in people's yard. I just stop by and say, hey, my name is Sherman Witcher. I'm running for state senate. I've been well received. I mean, it's like I'm a rock star that can go out. I'm going to go out and say, okay, I want to run for this office. But people let you at least see who you are, and they want to know who you are. So they're listening. So while I got their attention, I want to use this moment to let them know this is an opportunity that we have to put someone in office that cares about listening to you and cares about carrying our situation, our concerns to Richmond.
When you talk to certain people, have you got an idea of what concerns them, what they feel is not being done that maybe you can do?
Well, when I get into the mode of talking, and actually they're talking to people, that's what I try to find out first is what's going on in their life, what's in this district, what's in this area, that some of the concerns that matter to them most. We have the daily concerns that politicians and people have out there that's we've been working on for a long, long time, and it'll still be a long time before we get them solved. But stuff like why your family don't have food, why you don't have a job, or why you don't have the correct income to survive, to support your family. These are things that people, they don't all the time want to open up about, but if you sit long enough and look around long enough, you will pick up and know exactly what we need. And it's just a matter of, we don't have a voice. So if we take this opportunity, we'll have a voice, but if we don't take this opportunity, you won't. So it's your voice, your choice. And if you like the status quo, vote for the status quo. But make sure if you vote for the status quo, right now the status quo, most people in this district don't even know who the senator is. I want people to know who the senator is. So while I'm campaigning, I'm letting them know I want to be the senator, and then not only be the senator, I want you to know who I am. I want you to know, and you should know, if I win or lose, you should know who your senator is. You shouldn't be, oh, I don't know who the senator is. The senator should come out from time to time just to come out and say, hey, Carl, how you doing today? Come at your radio station. I'm the senator. How you doing? What's going on with this district, with this community? What can we do to make things move along? And maybe you don't need nothing, but we got 5 counties in this district, and each one of them got their own problems, from hospitals, from jobs, from the emergency workers, from the police, teachers not having the right supplies and the right funding they need to help their students. So it's a lot to be done. It's a question, are you up for the task? I'm up for the task. Are we up for the task? We can't complain and do nothing about it. If you're going to complain, do something about it. Don't complain.
So come November, on the actual day, what is you as a candidate can do or can't do? Can you give people a ride to the polls? Can you offer them assistance? I don't know what the rules and regulations are, and I'm very curious about that.
Well, I haven't really studied into a lot of things like everything. I just know in previous elections where you hear where they take people by the busloads, take them to the polls and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I think you can take people to the polls and do all these things. You just can't actually go in the polls and help them vote or hover around inside. You can be outside. I think you gotta, it's like 100 feet away from the actual polling, like say from the inside, you gotta be exactly 100 feet away. You can't wander around in it. I'm thinking that's what it is. So it's sort of like you can watch from a distance, but you can't put no hands on or force nobody to do anything. But you can take people, you can give them rides and all that. As far as I know, there's nothing wrong with that. You just can't go inside the poll to assist them in voting. They have to do that on their own.
I'm curious about that because, I mean, I follow the national news and what some states are doing to encourage or discourage people from voting, closing polls, eliminating polls, changing hours, all kinds of things. I don't think Virginia has been a problem like that, but that does concern me about the future of the country.
Well, what I'm suggesting to people I meet as I go along, find out if you're already registered to vote correctly, find out where your polling place is, and find out how you gonna get there, and be sure to go there early. I mean, this is an election that we need to take serious because, number one, I need your vote, and number two, if you don't take this election serious, they're gonna redistrict, and for a person like me of color to get in this office, it won't be for a long, long time, especially if they redistrict, because they will make sure we won't have the number count. Right now, I think we can get the number count. I know we can get the number count. It's just a matter of come out and represent, and not only represent for me, represent for you. We need to be proactive, not reactive.
What do people need to vote these days? We used to get voter ID cards, I remember, that had your district and where it was, the polling place. I don't think I've seen one of those in years now.
Well, see, they say they mail you one out. I think I filled mine out, and I don't recall seeing it coming to me yet. But they say, best thing to go to your local registrar and ask them, and they will fill you in to exactly what you need or what they will do. But if you actually registered, they will look you up at date to believe you. They're gonna make sure you're right. No, they ain't gonna let you vote. So, but if you still are not sure, now's plenty of time. Just go by the local, and if you don't know where it is, you just dial the Virginia register, and they'll tell you where the local places are. Or you go by DMV. Some official office should tell you where it is, or the county administration office. Somebody should tell you where the local register office is.
Okay, what personal information are you willing to give away besides your family and whatever? Do you have a website or email address or phone number, anything that you want to give out to let people know how they can get a hold of you? Because they probably want to talk to you more and find out exactly what you're about, I think.
Yeah. Well, my number is 540-238-1205. That's the number I'm using for the campaign. And right here's my information I'm going to let you have. It's the 20th District, Sherman Witcher, and it's Sherman Campaign 2019 gmail.com. That's the Gmail address that you can reach me by, and that's what I got.
Okay, let's hold this up to the camera. Let's see. Okay, hold, slightly down, slightly back, and slightly up. Okay, 20th District, vote Sherman Witcher for State Senate, November 5th, 2019. Every vote matters. Sherman Campaign 2019 at gmail.com. And the bottom says, I can't read it. Too small.
It says paid for and authorized by Sherman Witcher.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.